Hi and welcome to my PlayHouse, and today we're gonna have a little look at something very little and simple. So this video is going out on Tuesday, and Tuesday is my birthday, so it's my birthday today. Thank you very much for all the birthday wishes in the comments below. Please do tell me where you're from if you decide to say happy birthday down there. I really like that, to get birthday greetings from all over the world. But in that regards, I have gotten myself a little something. It was actually a suggestion in the comments on one of my old videos. Okay, it's not that old. It was a video where I got these two screens, this screen and this screen, and I mounted them on the wall, and yeah, I found out that they didn't have a loudspeaker in there. So I have this setup over here where I have a Bluetooth loudspeaker sitting on top of my tiny Lenovo PC. So in the comments of that video, someone suggested to get this, and I read the comments. So happy birthday to me. But this is kind of a present from my patrons and from people that has bought stuff on my shop. So yeah, I just couldn't resist the chance to plug that. So yeah, it's not very expensive, but let's see what I got. Oh, by the way, this is Patreon, and last Sunday my Patreon supporters got video number 199. So today they're gonna be getting video number 200. There's another round number for you. So, as you can clearly see, I haven't unwrapped this myself. So, we always have the danger that it doesn't work, or someone sent me something wrong in the package. This is, oh, that's just gone. This is from the local hardware pusher here in Denmark. We have more than one, but this is the widely spread one. It's called Pro Shop, and they well, it's a mail order stuff, but it's located nearby, so if I really want to, I can go drive there and get my stuff, my hardware kick. After I've been doing my own shop, I very often save the paper of stuff like this so that I can rewrap stuff when I sell something. I really believe in not wasting stuff like this. I'm not sure it's, oh, this is not bad. Yeah, maybe I did tear it a bit. Maybe some part of it can be used. Oh my, Lenovo USB soundbar. Yes, sir. Let's see. Come on. Really? Oh, they put a piece of tape on. They didn't have to do that. So it's just a tiny thing. So I thought it was a better idea than to have that loudspeaker sitting there, or at least I wanted to try it if it was a better idea. So it should just plug on the back of the screen. Unfortunately, my screens here, they don't have USB. It would have been awesome if I could just plug the USB connection on the soundbar directly into the screen, but unfortunately it has to go from the soundbar and down to the computer instead. Of course, otherwise the screen would just have to go into the computer, but yeah. Let's get rid of the wrapping. It doesn't look like much, and it wasn't expensive. What I think it was $40 or something like that. It was just below 300 Danish kroners. And okay, there is some volume control here and mute speaker, and that is about it. I'm arguing with myself if I should put it on this screen or if I should put it on this screen. I haven't decided yet. I'll pause the video and argue a little bit more with myself on that. I see that the wire is long enough to do both, so that will not help me come to a decision. Otherwise, sometimes it's good to not have too many choices. I have decided on this screen, just because it's way easier to show you than the other screen. So yeah, we're gonna do that. I think maybe we can even turn it around a bit. Not all the way. Okay, we can get behind that. So it's not as if this hasn't been working well. It has actually been working very well. I was surprised at how well it has been working, but let's take this out of the equation. It also uses a USB port, but that's just to power the loudspeaker here, and then the loudspeaker goes up to a mini jack connection. And as it being a Bluetooth speaker with a battery, it doesn't turn off. So let's kill it. Thank you very much. Actually a rather good loudspeaker for the very low amount of money that I paid for it. This was a Lidl product, one of their special offers that I just had to get. So this is pretty easy. What is that for? There's a screw here in the middle. What does that do? Oh, you can unplug that. Okay, does that make it easier to put it on? It might. So it fits on the screen up here. You can kind of see there are some tabs here, and those tabs are on the back of the screen. So you put it up and you click it into place. And then there is a release plastic mechanism here with another tab that I'm guessing that hole will hold that in place. But it's a little bit in the cables are. Let's see what happens. So somewhere like that. Okay, it's clicked in place. The cables are still in. They're gonna be real hassle to get out of there, but nevertheless, they're in place. So now with this little screw, I should be able to screw it in. Okay, it seems that it cannot go on when the bracket is mounted. That is kind of stupid. Well, we get to see if it's difficult to take off again then. It's a little difficult to take off again. You think you break it when you try to. Oh, it's still good. So that was a bad idea. You don't have to unscrew that, unfortunately, because this has to go on in a weird angle. Go in. Oh, it has to go on. It has to go on like this, and you can't do that when that bracket is on there. So, okay, let's try that again. This time without dismantling it. I thought that was great until it wasn't great anymore. Okay. But the second time it slided in a lot easier, and then I just need to make the cable look good-ish. Guess I can make it go up there and follow the other cables, and that's gonna be easy enough. A little bit of behind-the-scene cable management. Yeah, we do have some people that really love their cable management. We can make that even. If we put it behind those other cables, it will be tucked in place. I don't think I've ever done a video on installing a loudspeaker. So, yeah, bear with me. I use these Velcro strips. You get it with a lot of server equipment. Get them with a lot of server equipment, so you don't have to use zip ties. And they're not as strong as zip ties, but they're way easier when you want to do changes. And they kind of look okay. I have cable managed it so that it comes down very nicely. Black cables, they are all black, so that's a great thing. So it kind of looks good. And I'm gonna plug the USB cable in. Well, we took the other one out and something happened. Okay, it already says that the device is ready to use. Lenovo USB soundbar. Just plugged it in and it was already saying sound, because there is nothing else that can say us. Well, actually, there might be a speaker down in the tiny computer. I am gonna try and play a snippet of my favorite artist, Lily Alberg. If you follow me on Twitter, you will know that I keep whining about her videos. She's just out with a new EP. I'm not sure what an EP is, but it is like a number of songs. So let's try this.
I met Charlie at McDonald's. He's so pretty, he's so darling. But don't you know that you were supposed to call me?
Yeah, I must admit those.
Don't you know that you were supposed to call me?
Okay, so I must be honest to reveal that I think the old speaker sounded better. But as this song is brand new, it's just 2 days old, I have this one, or she has made this one that is like 5 months old, that I have listened to multiple times, and it does sound better than the other one. Probably just me that hasn't gotten used to the new song yet, but there is just not as much sound in these loudspeakers. I'm pretty sure that the bass is almost non-existing. So just to compare it, we can just play it on the main. That sounds a lot better. I could probably just have my computer sound come out that way, but then I have to have the stereo on all the time. So yeah. But yeah, it is a bit of an unfair comparison. The tiny little speakers underneath the screen and the big stereo with a $1,000 speaker. A big stereo with $1,000 speakers compared to like $40 USB thingy. So okay. So I will try out these speakers for a little bit and see. Well, I use a lot of time listening to myself and see if I can live with that. So yeah, I'm gonna try that. I have another thingy that I thought, well, it's gonna be a little bonus thing that we can talk about. Maybe do a later video on that, but I ran into an issue. Here it is. I bought a Geiger counter. Let's have a look at this as well. So this is the Geiger counter that I bought. This is a surplus unit from Civilforsvarsstyrelsen. It's translated like civil defense. If you don't want to go into the military and you refuse to go into the military, I think that's often where they will send you if you're okay with learning how to put out fires and also help clean up if something really bad should happen. And they have Geiger counters, and I guess they learn about those. So I bought this for 100 Danish kroners. Actually, my cousin has bought it for me. They had bought one and they were like showing it to me, and I asked if there were any more, and yes, there was. So they picked up one for me. It's more or less just because it was funny money. 100 Danish kroners is like, oh, what is that, like $15 max ish. These can be a lot more expensive, so grab them when you get an opportunity like that. So yeah, we can turn it on if there is still any power on it. Yeah, it looks good. So this unit will measure gamma and beta radiation, and there is not a lot of radiation in my house. I have been searching for anything that could give out radiation. Right now it's measuring gamma radiation. If you use this probe, it should be able to measure beta radiation. They at least call this the beta probe, so I'm guessing that's why they call it that. Very nice, branded, all of it. So yeah, the unit is from 1987. It says it. Where does it say it? It says it here, November 1987s. That is probably why it is out of commission. I asked on Twitter if anyone knew of any radioactive materials, and someone suggested a banana. I don't know why. I've never heard that story. But also smoke detectors. They do say that there is a radioactive source inside the smoke detector, but other people says that this is alpha radiation, and at least I haven't been able to measure anything of this smoke detector. I've tried it. Maybe today when we have a camera on it we could get lucky, but yeah, nothing else than the background radiation really. Found some bolt for some server mounting that was ever so slightly radioactive, but it was like nothing. So yeah, I more or less wanted to ask if anyone knew or had anything radioactive that I could test it with. I know that many of you probably live places where you have had nuclear sites or something, so a slightly radioactive, I'm spitting all over the place here, so a slightly radioactive rock or something, I would really love to see this go bleep. That would be nice. Not anything dangerous, but well, just to have something to play with. I have ordered something on eBay that I hope will turn up. It's for a watch, those watches that glow in the dark. That should also be radioactive. I'm hoping that will come in. I ordered it from India. It was $1 with shipping. I'm not really getting my hopes up on that. 0.43 micro SV per hour. I don't really know what an SV is, but I know that if they get up to the millis, then it becomes ever so slightly bad. And probably you need 1,000 micro SVs per hour to get into the milli SVs per hour, and this is 0.45 micro, so it's not even a micro SV. So yeah, it's a really good build quality here, and they have a, let's turn it off. It has a really weird feature when you turn it off. It says off, and it says off for 30 seconds. That's just lame. Why does it need to say off for that long? You can't do very much with it. The control, oh, you can press the light button and the display lights up, and you can cancel out the alarm, and I think you can adjust the volume on it, and then it can tell you the average radiation over a period of time. But other than that, you can't do much. And it measures gamma now, and when you connect the probe, it measures beta. So yeah, the battery compartment really well built down here. There's a big metal thingy that hides that away. Oh, this part of the video is turning out to be longer than the loudspeaker that the video was about. So there is the battery compartment. It just uses a 9-volt battery. This was an old one that I had laying around. The one that it came with was of course dead. Really well built. Even has a gasket around there and some padding. So you should really take the battery out when you're not using it. And the back, really ugly orange back here, it has a little battery compartment thing. So this Geiger counter has been part of the emergency response something. So the idea was that there were one battery in the device, and then there was an extra one outside of the device. So come on. Okay. And this is number 555. But now I have a Geiger counter to investigate if there's anything wrong with the cookies that you sent me. So if you have an ever so slightly radioactive rock, I'm interested. That metal ball that your grandfather gave you shortly before he died of cancer, that has been heating your garage and keeping that at 35 degrees in Alaska for the last 50 years, I don't want that one. So yeah, check out Lily Alberg here. She sings really nice. And I will be checking out my loudspeaker. And we left this off last time. Well, I was kind of here. I have replaced this whole, and see if I can get to terms with listening to myself on those well, speakers. I'm not sure about that. Let's see. But never mind that. Remember to like this video, hit the bell icon, visit my little shop, follow me on Twitter and Facebook, be a patron. Am I forgetting anything? I don't know. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me again, and have a really nice day. Bye bye.